Not a lot of companies can touch lives like Google does, but that comes with a lot of responsibility. So today, to answer our burning question, we have Saikat Mitra, the head of trust and safety for APAC region of Google, to answer these questions. So Saikat, can you tell us what is new for India and what is Google doing to increase safety and trust when it comes to Google users across the nation?
Thank you. Thanks for having me. India is at an inflection point in its digital journey. We have about 750 million internet users today. And the projection is in the next couple of years, it is going to be near 1 billion users online. And if you think about the opportunity it creates for the individuals, what it unlocks, and for the nation itself, it is fascinating and inspiring. At Google, we have always thought very deeply about protecting users. It's one of our core mission and very near and dear to our heart. So I am very excited to announce today DigiKavach, our flagship program whose mission is to protect 1 billion people online. We have thought about this program as a comprehensive collaborative program that focuses on early threat detection, early warning system, and in collaboration with the industry so that collectively we can improve digital safety for Indians.
So could you please elaborate a little more for an average user like us, like in a daily transaction, say, or a person who's just going out and buying stuff using Google Pay, how does DigiKavach work and what is going to change for them?
So how does DigiKavach work? We think of DigiKavach in 3 parts. The first part of it is using our technology, our AI and ML, to build really holistic threat intelligence capability that identifies emerging vectors, emerging modus operandi of scammers, and helps us identify the future trends. Alongside with that, we have a philosophy within our product development at Google, which is secure by default and safety by design. So we plan on using that threat intelligence to power safety by design into our products so that our products can continue to become hardened and more secure. That's the first part. The second part is about sharing some of our knowledge and intelligence with the wider industry so that we can collectively improve the ecosystem. The third part is about user empowerment. And we have done a lot of really good work in this space. You and your viewers may be familiar with our Raho Do Kadam Aage and all the really nice YouTube videos we have on that. We are thinking of taking a step further. And just like vaccines are supposed to give you antibodies against viruses, we are doing some research with the concept of digital inoculation, of how can it provide digital antibodies in users so that when they see a scam, they actually get an antibody reaction that keeps them safe. So that is how we are thinking about DigiKavach.
So there are a lot of stakeholders in, say, a simple transaction that happens. But how do you ensure that users who are even outside your purview, who are not just using Google products, how do you maintain that kind of a circle of security for them and deal with the other stakeholders who are also responsible for that?
So it's a good question. Of course, we first look at protecting users on our platforms. I think if you think about GPay and the broader UPI ecosystem, so in GPay, every day, we proactively block 1 lakh transactions because we suspect that to be fraud. Every day, we give 2.5 lakh alert to users in their preferred language, alerting them about suspicious transactions. So we do that on our platform. But we also work very collaboratively with NPCI and in that overall UPI ecosystem so that we can all share threat intel so that we can make our collective position on UPI much better.
Okay, and there were talks about loan apps, and a lot of scams are troubling people even in our circle who are very literate and tech savvy. So how do you plan to reach out to people who are not tech savvy but also not literate enough to understand campaigns such as DigiKavach or like other Google campaigns?
It's a very good question. See, our vision and our mission is to make our products secure. And when our products are secure, it automatically protects users, whether they know about DigiKavach or not. And just to give an example of Loan App, earlier this year in May, we actually made a pretty significant change in our policy on Play Store, where we do not give sensitive permissions to any app that lists as a loan app. So no access to photos, no access to contacts, which is something that we have learned over the years of how the bad actors were using to scam people. So that is how we continue to push the boundaries of our policies, of our enforcement, of our product, so that people can inherently be safe when they're using Google. And that's our mission.
So just one last question. The Digital Data Privacy Bill, act that has been enforced this year, how has it impacted Google so far, and what are the plans?
So, as we have always said, that we work very collaboratively with the government and the regulators. And as I've always said, like, we're unified in our mission. Like, governments and regulators are trying to protect their citizens. We're trying to protect our users. And I think there is an unification in that mission. And that's why we always work together in achieving that mission.
Thanks a lot, Saikat, and this was really insightful. I hope that our viewers learn from this and are safeguarded from frauds and scams online. Thank you.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.